Hello and welcome to this video. How long does it take to achieve twin flame union? How long is the twin flame journey? Well, to be honest, the divine feminine decides that. And remember, when I say feminine, the feminine can be incarnated in a man's body as well. But why is it the feminine that decides that? Because imagine when you meet your counterpart, and it doesn't even have to be a twin flame, it could be any romantic interest you attract, because we often repeat patterns. Then I always say, imagine you meet this person and you connect, and then you share 100% feminine and 100% masculine energy. And what happens is that if we have distorted energy, for example, we have fears of abandonment, we are not in our self-love, there was this red pattern where we have been neglected, for example, then we would get out of our center and we would step into the distorted feminine energy. And the distorted feminine energy is, again, fear of loss. It is being clingy. It is being impatient. It can be getting angry at the other person for not acting the way they want to act. Like, oh, you're not there and I want you to be there, so you're a bad person. Stuff like that. Or like what spiritual people do. You are not the way I want you to be. You don't give me what I want. That's why you are a narcissist. You know, that kind of stuff. So she steps out of her power into the distorted feminine energy, which is the pain and all of that comes up. But if you only have 100% emotional feminine and 100% rational masculine energy together, what happens when you go all the way over here? Well, he has to mirror that. He has to balance that out. It's like a scale. And then he steps into the masculine energy. Let's say you have like 80% feminine energy for yourself, and then he has only like 20% left, and he has to balance it out and steps into 80% of the masculine energy. And this is where the running and chasing is, you know. The distorted masculine energy is, I'm scared to open myself. I want to withdraw. I neglect you. I tell you that I don't want you. I'm telling you I just want to be friends. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm ghosting you. All of that, you know, this is what happens here, because she is in this energy. And then she feels him withdraw, and she steps even further into the fear energy, and he steps even further apart. So it is the feminine energy, the one that is in pain, because he's in the energy of oppressing. The person who's oppressing is in pain as well, of course, but it's not felt as strongly as the feminine energy. And the person who's oppressing is not like, okay, I'm oppressing stuff, maybe I should look at it. No, it's the person in pain who all of a sudden realizes, oh my God, this hurts so much, it has to end. And in a real twin flame connection, she is getting pushed forward to do her shadow work. And not just twin flames, but divine counterpart connection, a high connection, catalyst connection as well. And not when she's dealing with the karmic. When she's dealing with the karmic, she is stuck in this energy for many years often, you know, and there's no progress, and she's just projecting onto him and saying he's the bad guy, he's not doing what I want him to do, he's not coming, he is blah 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 blah. You probably heard that before. But if it's a true twin flame, then she will get pushed into doing the shadow work. It's like this inner urge, and she will start to look at the patterns. She will purge, she will cry her eyes out, you know, dark night of the soul. This is where it is in this energy. And she will go through and she will change things in her life. That is vital. And she will start to heal all trauma. She will do the inner child work. She will be extremely guided by the universe, you know, if like all of a sudden there's like information popping up for her out of nowhere, and she's feeling like, oh, I should look at that. And she is doing the work and slowly getting more into the center. And what happens when she's in the center? Well, she's pulling him back in, because you share 100% masculine and feminine energy. So if she's in the center, she has to come. Remember, it doesn't have to be like simultaneously, like in the same second. It can take a couple of weeks, okay? For some, it may go fast that he's done reaching out. For others, it might take a while. But this also means that if you are stuck in this energy, you know, the obsession, the being in pain, the being angry at him, just thinking about, oh my God, he's not there, he's not there, he's not there, and you're stuck in this energy. He's not coming, I'm sorry. He can't, because he's all the way over here. He can't come. You have to meet in the middle. You cannot meet. You cannot attract him to come over there, because you share 100% feminine energy. You don't have 200%. You can't come over there. What can happen, and I would not suggest you to do that, maybe you've heard about it, that sometimes the feminine becomes the runner. It's that she's like, okay, well then I'm oppressing my feelings, I don't want to deal with that, and then she's over here and he is going over there. And yes, then he may reach out because he is in this fear of lost energy, and he's in a missing energy, and he's in a longing. Sorry, that was my cat jumping off his scratching tree. So he is in this fear of loss and abandonment, and then he's reaching out, but you're still not centered, because maybe she's not open for that in that case, or maybe she is open and then falls back right here because then her fears come up. What if he's withdrawing again? It's this energy, the energy who's feeling the pain more, who has to do the work to get into the center and then to draw him in. So she decides how long this journey takes. The oppressing person does not decide. She is the one who decides how long it takes. So do your work, because if you're just hoping, oh, he will come back maybe someday, or if twin flames are meant to come together, then spirit will bring him to me. Spirit cannot bring him all the way over here. You meet in the center. So what happens on this journey is that the feminine, she is doing the shadow work. We're already talking about that, but she's also inhabiting her masculine energy. What is her masculine energy? It's the energy that is starting to do stuff. And we're not saying the chasing, okay, we're not talking about chasing, but I mentioned this in the video about 20 signs you have met your twin flame, and one of them is your entire life will change, and she will get active on changing stuff. One thing is, if you're dealing with a job you don't love and you're in a true twin flame relationship, then sooner or later you will question that, and you will be like, okay, I'm doing this job that I hate, which is not an act of self-love. And remember, you have to be in self-love in order to draw him in. So if you go to a job that you hate for 8 hours a day, you're showing the universe, I don't deserve doing what I love. And the universe is like, okay, you don't deserve to be happy, so we're keeping your person away. You need to know that you deserve to be happy. You have to act accordingly. Do things that make you happy. The job thing is just an example, but it's one that happens quite often. So she is realizing, damn, I don't like what I'm doing here. What would I like to do? And then she's getting active. She's stepping more into the masculine energy. She's balancing it out by doing things, you know. And then he is stepping more, he has to balance it out into the feminine energy, which means he is like, his oppressed feelings come up, and once she's here, she's pulling him in. And then what happens is not union right at that second, because he's been oppressing stuff as well. So now he has to purge now, you know, because everything that was oppressed is like a tidal wave coming onto him, and of course he will try to fight it sometimes, but that's okay, because if he is trying to step out, well, she's stepping out as well, but she's learned to get in. So that's why the man won't, or the masculine, not the man, sorry, won't take as long on the journey as the feminine, because she is holding the middle. She noticed, oh my god, I just got out, I'm impatient again. But she has realized, if I am impatient, I am in the energy of lack, and I cannot attract my person when I am in lack energy. I have to be in union energy. So she's stepping right back in. And always say, it's not the lesson to always be centered. It's not possible. No person on earth is always perfectly aligned. That is okay. The lesson is to notice it faster and to step back in. Okay, that's the lesson. So you will have bad days, and that is okay. It does not mean, oh my god, no, my union is not coming. No, you just look at what came up. Is it like the same topic that I've already healed? That means there's still some traces, and then you get to work again and you center again. If it's the impatient that's coming up, then you realize, okay, I have to be patient, and patience has nothing to do with timing. Patience does not mean you have to wait a long time. So when spirit is telling you you have to be patient, they're not telling you, yeah, we're getting your person in like 3 years. Just patience. Patience is an inner state of being calm, of being at peace with the situation. That is what patience is. I am at peace in the now. And that is what's attracting your person. It doesn't have to take a long time, because remember, you are getting mirrored. If you hold this energy for a couple of weeks, You know, we're not talking about the day you're getting in and out and in and out. You're holding this energy for the most part. Then that's what you attract. You attract your person to come back in, and then they have to do the work. So they cannot go all the way over here. Not possible when she is holding the center or when she's just stepping out a little. So you will put him to work, and it won't take that long because he has no possibility to oppress his stuff again for a long time. You're constantly pulling him back in. The feminine, when she's learning to balance the energy, she's like in, out, in, out, in, out. You know, that's what's taking so long. Maybe she needs years, and I have clients that are on these journeys for like years and nothing is happening. They're also like, oh, nothing is happening. How can it happen after this long time? Yes, it can still happen, even if you're in separation for 10 years. Once you step here, universe will have to bring him in. Yeah, I was saying she's getting out and in and out and in and out and in. She may be out for a long time till she starts to get in, and it's normal to have those off days or off weeks. It's perfectly normal. So it's perfectly normal to have those off days. Don't pressure yourself to always be in the center. As I said, it's the lesson to learn it when you're out and to get back in. So, and since she's taking that long, that's what's causing this journey to take many years for some. And also you need to remember, you need to do all of the shadow work, and that is like, and doing it in again and again and again. And the feminine, she needs to reprogram her mind. If she has limiting beliefs, she needs to override them. If she is not in self-love, she has to work on that. And the problem is, and I know that from myself, is persistence. You know, you do meditation and you feel good and you're like, okay, now I worked on that. No, you have to do it every day. Do your affirmations on self-love every day, because only then it can sink in. It does take a while to rewire your brain, and at least 21 consecutive days, but it's usually longer. Why? Because you're not staying on a mental diet. You know, you do your affirmations, oh yeah, I'm with my person, but then you doubt. So you were building something up and then you tore it back in. Then you have to build it up, and the more you do that, of course, the longer it does take. But when you're more in your center, it gets easier, and then you don't step out all the time to tear down what you've been building up. But be patient. It does take a while, but it's up to the feminine to decide how long it does take. My cat confirms. So I am available for personal coaching. If this helped you, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and yes, I'll see you in another video. I wish you all the best now. Bye bye.